So the White House Correspondents' dinner was on Saturday, and it might have been the most low-energy event since Joe Biden challenged Mitch McConnell to a game of freeze tag. It was there reporters gave themselves awards, including one for writing about Biden's decline in office, a story they didn't so much cover as hide under a pea-stained tarp. Seriously, the media handing themselves an award for covering Joe's decay is like giving BLM an award for fighting crime. Alex Thompson won an award because he also wrote a book about Biden's brain drain. But like betting on a horse after the race is over, the book magically appeared long after Biden left office. That's like running into a burning building after it's been rebuilt as a Starbucks. Everyone knew Biden was long gone. I mean, it's not often you see a podium with a seatbelt on it. So sorry, Alex, you get no points for admitting what your entire industry has had no choice but to admit. They didn't just fail to report on the problem, they were the problem. Here he is accepting the award.
President Biden's decline and its cover-up by the people around him is a reminder that every White House, regardless of party, is capable of deception. But being truth tellers also means telling the truth about ourselves. We, myself included, missed a lot of this story, and some people trust us less because of it. We bear some responsibility for faith in the media being at such lows.
Oh, we missed a lot of the story. That suggests it wasn't intentional. Like missing a bus because you couldn't leave the orphanage until we found Timmy's cat. But when someone, or maybe 60 million someones, are telling you that the bus is right there in front of you and it's waiting for you and you still don't get on, that's intentional. If only they could blame Trump, because you know that's what that whole room was thinking. Behind their flutes of cheap champagne, you know they still felt that Trump's candidacy justified anything they did or didn't do, and they'd do it all over again. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, though Joy Behar will respond to getting whacked with a rolled-up newspaper. Aww. You were waiting. You were so patiently waiting. Now, it's kind of nice someone in legacy media admitted their complete and total incompetence, but do they really think that's all it'll take to build trust? That we all have faith in them now? It's like John Wayne Gacy going, yeah, they found a few dead kids under my house, but I'm a different guy now. What time's your kid's birthday party again? Let's rewatch this clip again, but focus on the unimpressed fella in the audience.
We, myself included, missed a lot of this story, and some people trust us less because of it. We bear some responsibility for faith in the media being at such lows.
That's our executive producer, Tom O'Connor, of our show. Now, forget the fact that he was supposed to be waxing my car that day. But notice his Tom face when Alex says we bear some responsibility for trust in the media being at such lows. You see that? His eyebrow says it all. What's with this we? We screwed up? Not us, you jackass! Our show reported on Joe's decline every damn day. It came right after our Behar fat joke, which you already got and you're welcome. But if his eyebrow inched any higher, it would have landed on the back of his neck. So don't include us in this phony apology tour. There was at least one table in that room that had nothing to apologize for. Well, unless it's for the missing silverware. You know how the doocies get. But after that, the head of the Correspondents Association spoke.
We care deeply about accuracy and take seriously the heavy responsibility of being stewards of the public's trust. What we are not is the opposition. What we are not is the enemy of the people, and what we are not is the enemy of the state.
Right. Not too many professions where you have to clarify that you're not the enemy of the people. Especially by a guy who looks like he ate Lionel Richie. But how does he prove he's not the enemy? Well, let's try this out. Did you tell us the truth, or did you lie for the last 4 years? primarily about COVID, Biden, race, crime, the border. And you're not the enemy of the people when you lie like that? Yeah, and I don't have an ass harder than the dinner rolls at Bennigan's. So look, it's easy to make fun of this sad affair, but it's their pretension, arrogance, and entitlement that makes it so easy. So keep giving yourselves participation trophies for your part in the biggest fraud in media history. But don't call it a dinner. Call it a funeral. Because the guests are only there to pay their last respects to the corpses of CNN, MSNBC, and the rest of you lying ass bags. It should have been a closed casket. He could buy and sell Sean Hannity. Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary. He's covered in mange and could use your spare change. Founder of StudioTST.com, Michael Loftus. She received a cease and desist order from the closed captioning guy. Co-host of Outnumbered, Emily Campagno. And his pecs include a bike lane. New York Times bestselling author, comedian, and former NWA champion, Tyrus. Kevin, I saw a picture of you at one of these parties. Did you actually go to it or just go to the parties?
Okay. Yes. The parties happened at various embassies. They were hosted by various networks. I think I have to go to Betty Ford now because I don't think I got home till 4 in the morning from the French embassy, and I was chowing down frog legs till the cows came home. It was a hell of a party.
Yes.
And, you know, journalists and tequila, oh my goodness. Who knew?
Yes.
Bad things could happen.
Yeah, so what did you make of the Correspondents' dinner? Did you listen? Did you find it to be hypocritical? Did you find it to be arrogant and pretentious?
That's the problem. I woke up and I don't remember anything. I mean, you know, it was really, we were jammed in there. I remember that. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, you're kind of eating like this.
Were you the most famous person there?
Maybe at the beginning, but I don't know at the end. There's some people doing crazy stuff.
Yeah? It was like a P. Diddy party, but less baby oil?
Well, you know, I was waiting for the comic to come out and insult the president. Didn't happen.
Yeah, no
I was waiting for some
comic.
Entertainment. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's why we had a potty hottie afterwards.
Well, Michael, on Saturday, you were also at a dinner, but it was at the shelter.
Yes. It was rice and beans night.
Oh, very good, very
and
good.
It was delightful.
Exactly. So they didn't have a comedian there, but do you think they needed one?
Yes. Yes. Who was the dude who's like, we're not the enemy of the people. We're not like, you're also not at prom in 1982, guy. I love how this dinner is now, it's the same dinner every year.
Yeah.
Some reporter gets up there and it's like, we missed it. We missed the big story. You know, this time it was Biden, and you're just like, oh, if only there was a clue that he wasn't together, right? Maybe after every speech he was like lost on stage.
Yeah.
There's a clue. But it's just, oh, we missed it. Oh, Trump-Russia collusion. We missed it. COVID origins. We missed it. January 6th, we missed it. It's like they should have set it to music and have Mick Jagger come out, you know? Sorry, we missed that story. We missed it. We missed it. We were with some Puerto Rican girls that were just dying to meet you. They gonna bring a case of wine. We're gonna do some food around, you know, like we used to.
I did not see where you were going, but I love it.
That's what she said.
What are the what was that song? Emotional Rescue.
No, Miss You.
Miss You's right. Correct.
Yes.
He's right.
You know, we're going to edit that out. I will leave it in. Emily, you were there as well. Were you the belle of the ball? Did you vomit in the women's bathroom after all these speeches?
No. To your point, we were so tightly packed in, I knew there was no way that I was going to be able to ever be able to make it to the restroom. So I didn't have one sip of anything all night because I just didn't want to have to go to the bathroom. I'll say this. It was like one big middle child situation where everyone talking, you're like, no, I'm sitting right here, actually. Mm-hmm. Every award that was given out had to do with something covering Biden. The photograph of the year, guys, of 2024 was a photo of Biden walking away from the podium after he signed the billion dollars worth of aid to Ukraine. That was the photo of the year?
Yeah.
Not the bullet whizzing through the head or the fight photograph of President Trump.
That's true.
Every story, every coverage that they gave themselves awards for had to do with President Biden. And to sit there during that particular speech where it's like watching someone or hearing someone see the light halfway dim, halfway past, it was unconscionable to sit there and have everyone ignore the elephant in the room, which was Fox, to your point, that we've been saying it the whole time.
They should have acknowledged it, that dude should have said except for Fox.
He should have. And the purposeful ignoring of the sitting commander-in-chief of all of the, like, it was so blatant, guys. It was pretty insane. And then at the end, this is what I found the most humorous, is that they were like, and this year we have 20 million outlets representing this, 15 podcasts, 37, they named all the variety and the diversity of actual types of media coverage that were represented there. But yet the same 4 big, bloated, liberal media outlets presented the whole time and got the awards. So they're patting themselves on the back for all of a sudden representing universality, but the joke was on us because all they did was just applaud themselves and pat themselves on the back. The same, ABC, NBC.
Got it.
AP.
Emily. All right, enough.
The P1. PBS.
Tyrus, I know. It's like, it was even hard to cover it from our perspective because it's so dead. It used to be something.
It's not. I get invited every year, and I'm dyslexic, so when they ask me to do RSVP, I always write FU. It's the dyslexia. They didn't need a comedian because the whole thing's a joke. And you've got to be at the bottom of the pool when you're getting someone from the Jackson 5 to come out and speak on your behalf. And I'd also like to say he's one of the bravest men I have ever seen who's willing to have a jerry curl in a white suit. That is, he's letting his soul glow. But enough of the black on black crime for a minute. The fact that they're trying to give the lying son of a bitch who got up there from Axios any kind of flowers, we missed it. Yeah, that's like your wife saying, honey, he just put the tip in. Okay? You are...
Talking about the restaurant bill.
Yes. What else would I be talking about, Greg?
Yeah, so I just want to make sure.
Well, hold on. Y'all know something I don't know what's going on in my house?
Tips included. The tips included.
Thank you, Greg. And emotional was a great call. That's what I would have went with. But they are, Eric Bischoff, he did a lot of things in the wrestling world and entertainment world. He messaged me the other day and he said, hey, man, we got to stop saying fake news with them because it's too light. President Trump is a joke now. When your kid tells a story, you go fake news. They were the propaganda machine of the extreme left. It's propaganda. And they were a willing conspirator in the cover-up of the White House so they could get their agenda done without any interference. So they all knew what they were doing. They profited from what they're doing. And now it's coming out. So everyone's trying to say, I guess if you say I was complacent, but I didn't really know, is a better thing than saying, no, I was wrong, because none of you should be allowed to tell anybody anything. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be allowed to be a journalist anymore. There should be trials. Congress likes to sit on steps for 8 hours to pass the time. I got a few things you could do with the people who willingly acted on a coup of the people of the United States we had an unfit person, they knew he was unfit, and they all got together and they worked together to make money and get these crazy agendas across at the expense of the American people, fleecing our country of money. Guys have profited from it, and then you have the balls to come up there and talk about we might have missed it. I'm sorry, on behalf of the West, I will never go to some, but on behalf of America, you.
Trump suit pisses off the left.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.